Big Trep has a problem. Moisture, moisture, moisture. Hot water heater is leaking. Big Trep has a problem, but I think Big Trep also has a solution. We going tankless, baby.
In 2020, my siblings and I combined our stimulus checks and bought a car.
Yeah, but that's just the tip of the iceberg.
The Treppers own, manage, and maintain 20 plus doors. Given the game by our dad, he taught us generational knowledge creates generational wealth.
Learn with us the do's and don'ts of real estate and property management.
You've been to the Bando. Now, let us introduce you to the Trep.
Welcome to season 2 of Trep Out the Bando.
What's up, Treppers? Welcome back to another episode. Today you're here at my house, and as y'all see, I've got an old, outdated water heater that's leaking, and it's time to swap it out. So I've purchased a tankless water heater. I've been wanting one forever, and today we're gonna install it. Now, I say today, but this might take more than a day. Who knows? This is our first time doing it. I got young Trep with me. There will be a few augmentations and adaptations that we'll have to go through in order to make this happen. Not only that, but I have to run new power to get to this water heater. And I don't necessarily want to tear out all of the sheetrock that leads from my breaker box to my hot water heater. So we're probably gonna run the power externally. We've already made a number of different trips to Home Depot, checking out different fittings, and we're gonna show you guys what we landed on and how we decided to solve this issue. These are our clips that will keep the pipe against the wall. We've got some male to female hot water heater connections, some traditional PVC angles, and we also have some electrical PVC angles. These are 3 40 amp double pole breakers. We've got a water filter that we're going to install. This is a couple of other fixtures to connect our tankless with. 8-2 Romex with ground. So therefore there's technically 3 wires inside of here. You can see the 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3 back there. And of course our Ecosmart. Let's do it. Everything is nice and clean. We got good straight lines. We should be able to put that sheetrock back after we're done. If you can see what the overall idea is, because we're running a tankless water heater, this water heater is gonna require 3 of these 40 amp double pole breakers to be installed. And I say 3 because currently this 30 amp is my current hot water heater breaker, and it's not rated high enough. So we have to do 3 of them. We gotta do 3 of them. They're gonna attach here. We're gonna run our wires up. We're gonna do a knockout up here somewhere. We're gonna do a knockout here and continue our wires up into this little piece of PVC, and then it's gonna angle out of the wall. From there, we're gonna run the rest of our wiring externally along our garage ceiling and top of the wall all the way over to the water heater. We're gonna end up bundling 3 8-2 Romex wires into this 1/4 inch conduit pipe. We bought about 40 feet of it, and that's essentially what's gonna be mounted to the wall. We also purchased some small brackets that will fix the pipe to the wall. We may make sure we land those in studs, or we might just do some drywall anchors. It just depends. I'm probably gonna do studs though, knowing me. Yeah, you ready?
Let's get it.
You ready?
Let's get it. I was born to trap. Boy, I was born to trap. That's some real stuff. I'm about to step. I don't even bluff. This straight off the cuff. Yeah, bro, I'm really like that. Sign me, yay. I've been said that in the first episode. Like, real talk.
We've taken 2 of our clips and we've added a 90. These are only fastened at the top screw. This way we can start softly fitting in some of the major junctions and turns that get us to our breaker box. As you can see, our piece is still there. Now we need to start estimating where our actual new water heater is going to be. So now what we're thinking is either we mount this or at least place it where we need, where it's going to be, see where the power inlet is, and see what we have to do to get it back up to the wall this way. Let's start mounting this and maybe even the filter, because once the tank and the filter get mounted, those are the 3 main physical components that all of our wiring and piping need to navigate to and from. I don't know why I expected more to be in the box than this, but this is it. It's just, it's like, it feels like an oversized DVD player.
Some people get a PS5.
I get an Ecosmart 27.
Ecosmart 27.
So they literally 16s on center. Cool.
It's Christmas.
So what we just did, y'all saw Nevin with the tape measure in the driveway. We just measured out our driveway to 41 feet. So now we're just gonna butt up. So from the edge of the driveway all the way out to a specified mark that we made in the driveway, we're just gonna stretch the Romex out to that mark that we made in the middle of the driveway. That mark represents 41 feet, and we're just gonna repeat that 3 times. All right.
So we're going to take this out of here very slowly indeed. Up. Okay. Like that. See how I snap out? That's how I snap out.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Which way you want to fish through?
That way, I figure we'll start over here since the majority of the cord is already over here. So for the record, even with a lot of space in the pipe, taking it up through this bend first is tough, to the point where you can see young Trep's face.
Trep gotta muscle through.
But it's moving with each.
It's like 41 reps.
Yeah.
Straight drop action Jackson. Man. Whew. Alright.
We can see you want to switch?
Yeah, we need to switch, bro. Let's go. We're not on the other side yet? Where we at? Like, bro, this is getting. Alright, okay. Why don't we?
Pop something off.
Thank you. Pop something off. Pull that mug through a little bit, then pop it back on. Works.
I just want to see how tough it is. Let me see how tough it is.
All right, yeah, go ahead. It's at that limit too.
Oh man, you gonna get to
I grab this. Oh, but look. Look, why you playing with me? That boy done did it. Okay, yes sir. Let's go. And I got through the other 90.
The goal is to pull enough through, because remember, that side has to come along the wall, then shoot straight down into the box. Correct. I'm just opening up a big hole on this side so that I can get my drill, the bit through. And once it enters the other side, I'll just have a small pilot hole for me to drive a screw through, which will allow me to ultimately attach this to the stud like so. Feel me? Let's fish some wires, bro.
Let's do it.
Okay. Maybe that's all we need.
To start snaking this other thing through.
Yeah, but we're gonna do these one at a time.
Let's do it.
What's up, Treppers? Welcome back to day 2 of our tankless hot water heater install. We ran out of time yesterday, it got kind of dark, but we also reached a milestone and used all of the parts that we purchased yesterday. Today, we're gonna focus on purchasing the plumbing fittings that we need and completing the installation. Fingers crossed, today is our last day with that old dinosaur of a hot water heater. We went to Home Depot, we purchased a few pieces. This is basically like a knockout collar. It's designed to thread through the hole, and then this setting washer fixes it to the bottom, and then all our wires will feed up through here. So this collar, actually, we purchased this female PVC conduit adapter, so it screws onto here perfectly. And so ultimately this would be the arrangement of our collar. All our wires will feed through, continuing through some conduit and up through. The only problem is this is the exact same diameter as our hole. So I need to open up the hole just a little bit so that this can actually set into the housing properly. When you look at it from the bottom, you can kind of see that they are exactly the same size, which is crazy. So what we need to do is figure out a way. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this collar that screws here to secure it to the heater, and I'm gonna use it as a template to know how much I can widen this hole so that everything still fits snug and has bearing on itself and things like that. Okay, so of course it took a little bit of fighting to grind and open that hole, but you guys saw the technique I was using. I was basically using a combination of the grinder and some tin snips, and these got the hole widened out for the most part. Of course, we even played with a few other little tools. But now that this is set, the ring is sandwiching the housing of the hot water heater. We've got the screws to the tension collar set outwards so that we can access them at all times. And now we're gonna add our female 1.25" adapter. And I think that looks great and very clean. While we have the heater off and the cover off, we're going to go ahead and start to thread some of our plumbing connections as well that will have more access and ability to spin without this being butted against the wall. We have Teflon taped and turned and spent and put our tankless valve fittings on with our relief valve as well, and our service ports for the hot and cold. Nevin has already threaded one of our male PVC adapters for the CPVC onto the hot side. I don't know if he actually tightened it all the way down or not, but nevertheless, it's been hand threaded, and now he's doing the cold. If you notice, the cold is all plastic, but the hot has a metal adapter to it. And so these plastic CPVCs are for cold water only, and then these metal ones are for hot.
See, I got that grip, so it's just like having a vice grip.
I don't know about all that. We have to also add a male thread to the relief valve here.
See that? Once you get there, boom.
And like that, you're gonna take it, put it in here.
And then what you do, you screw it like that. Just like that. You see that? And you don't want it to be loose.
See that? What? I guess my grip wasn't all that.
Okay. Boy, this thing heavier now. It's heavier.
Got that hardware on it.
Hot water heater has been remounted to the wall. The fittings have been threaded, CPVC pretty much everywhere. And now it's time for us to begin running and making all of the necessary connections. But the reason we chose CPVC is because all of our existing piping is already CPVC. So it only made sense to choose a system that matches what is already there that we have to build off of. One note I would say, if you get the Eco 27, we purchased this 1.25 inch collar right here, and it was just a little big. You saw what we had to do to open up the hole to get everything to fit. I think it looks excellent now, nice and clean, and it's gonna secure our wires very well. But make sure that when you buy yours, maybe go a size smaller than the 1.25 inch. Okay, first one, coming from the filter to the cold, we're giving each one at least 1/4 of a turn to help the primer and sealer set. Let's go.
Okay.
Now, if that ain't sexy, I don't know what sexy is. I'm probably gonna cut these even more. Black, black, red, red. Y'all see the progress, looking real good. We got the conduit running into the power. Y'all saw me wire the inside of it up. After that, I just put the cover back on, finally put the knob back on. And it's only 2 screws at the top and bottom that secure the cover onto the body of the tankless water heater. Young Trep has started on the glue ups. So he's priming everything up, and then he has to hit it with the orange to seal it.
Bam. That's how we doing that.
Now it's oozy as I don't know what.
It is kind of oozy vert.
Look who has joined the party, guys. Beanie. Where you coming from, girl?
Work, my guy. Work. I've been it's 6:22, and I've been at work since 8 a.m. Actually 7:30 a.m. this morning.
Well, guess what?
Tired. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm gonna go in the house and
what you doing?
No, I'm not gonna put no.
Baby Trep.
No.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. We still got conduit to run. We still got wires to run. Where you going?
I'm going in the house, bro. I'm not dealing with y'all.
Yeet. I should probably put that in. Actually, I should probably put this in here. Like this. Have this already glued. And then this whole elbow yeets like that. As a recap, we have officially glued up all of our fittings, minus the ones that will connect to our cold line and our hot line. So we didn't want to disconnect our old hot water heater late at night, nor do we want to disconnect the power late at night. So we decided to stop where we were, and we're going to pick up today, and you can pretty much understand what's about to happen. We're going to drain this dinosaur. We're going to cut and disconnect it. The power to the home has already been thrown at the main breaker, so we have no electricity circulating through the house whatsoever. And on the other side is the electrical progress that still needs to occur. All right, well, let's turn off the main water. Hit these screws, cut this one about here. I'll cut this one about here. Gotta get this dinosaur drained out. And voila. Okay, a little better on that one. Now both of those are cut. Let's see if we can get this thing shaking and draining. I've been trying to drain this. I opened this up all the way, connected the hose, got that leading outside, but there's a lot of sediment built up in this thing, so it's not draining at all. So what I did was I opened the relief valve and I have it flowing outside of the house just to reduce this weight a little bit. We're disconnected here. Once it gets below this relief valve, I will probably cut it here just to free up the water heater a little bit more for me to try to get it to shake to start draining from this. So yeah, I probably will take this off and see if I can get in there to try to break up some of that sediment as well. So let me go ahead and give you guys a look at what's going on outside. So this is the hose that should be draining. As you can see, it's not necessarily dry as a chip, but it's not draining. And then the relief valve is around the house over here. And as you can see, it is draining pretty decent. That's pretty good. So it's reducing the weight, and after it drains past the relief valve, I'll go ahead and cut that relief valve. So stay tuned. So this protective sleeve is 3/4 inch, as you can see, and it's slightly bigger than my hole once again. So
What I'm likely about to do is take this, cut a sliver out of it so that it can close in on itself and reduce the diameter of it so it'll fit through the hole.
Who needs electricity when we have ingenuity?
All right, so as y'all can see, that went off without a hitch. I did have to cut it a few times to scale it down, and then I squeezed it with a pair of pliers and tapped it in place. As you can see, the wire will now be perfectly insulated and protected. So that looks good. This wire is gonna be protected. It's not gonna be rubbing up against sharp metal. Okay, Trepper, so you know the situation. This water heater is extremely heavy. So what we have devised a plan is to basically build a ramp using the ladder and a random crate, something that's close to the elevation of the water heater platform. And we're gonna shimmy it out by wrapping this rope around the back bottom of the heater. And we're gonna pull till it reaches the edge. Hopefully it tilts over. And then from there we can get behind it and maybe push it and slide it down onto the ladder. And then from there, we're just gonna try to walk it or shimmy it down the ladder all the way to the ground. Okay, so that plan was a success. I don't think I broke my levels because they had even weight distribution the whole time. I don't see no cracks or nothing. They still leveling, so that's what's up. Nevin had a last minute plan that worked beautifully. He took this pipe and set it right at the edge of where the water heater was. We tilted the water heater back, sat it on here. And then when we put the rope behind, this just rolled us all the way to the edge. And then from there, we just followed our plan. Yeah, that's what you call ingenuity. We do it all the time. Tune in for the next opportunity.
Ingenuity.
Yeah, so now this thing, I'm gonna say this was how many pounds? 400? 350?
I said 350, but once I got it, it's about 350.
And it wanted to take me. I don't know if the GoPro saw that or not, but this shit tried to take me out at the end, boy.
You're not gonna do that. Kick it. Little more. Okay. Boy, oh, wait, let me get this out of my hand, boy. Let me get this shit. Damn.
We don't know what it's gonna be. We always gotta be ready though.
You right. What?
Wow. I hear it.
I had the momentum. Oh, got me.
Oh, man. Oh, I got the shoes.
Bro.
The fact that there's no water coming out right now is alarming.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that probably would have been bad. In the house?
Yeah.
In the garage?
Yeah. All right, it's draining.
We did it.
Too bad we couldn't have drained it in the house.
It's doo-doo, man.
It's doo-doo, man. No, that's just sediment.
They like, in the comment, they don't know what they're talking about. That's not feces. Yes, sir. Henry.
Let me not stand in the way of no spouse, because this shit a cough. Look at the inside of that. Yeah. Yo, you know what? I want to see what the inside of this looks like as a whole.
It's looks like it's gonna have a lot of rust. My guess is some cement
And a whole
You
bunch
think
of
it's cement in here?
I think it's cement, bro. No way this is that heavy. Not made of straight cement. Cement, my guess.
We
it's
need
gonna
to
be
cut
like
it open.
A cement burrito. It's gonna be a cement copper burrito.
We headed back inside. I need to finish the electrical. I'm pretty sure Nevin's about to do a glue up on the main lines. And
You gotta show me where you want to cut at.
okay.
But then I can yeet, 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 yeet.
Okay. We don't got no hot water right now. Today's the day. We gotta finish it. Take the tool with you.
We're gonna cut in that middle line right there, and then that line right there. Boom. Those cut. I'm gonna glue this pipe up. And that went almost just as planned. It is locked on there pretty tight. So we gotta wait 2 hours before we pressure test that. So I'm going ahead and start the timer.
I've already started, but this is my old 30 amp hot water heater breaker. This breaker was originally actually in this slot. I've already started moving up everything that was below it higher because I want my 3 40 amp double poles to all be located relatively in the same area, instead of one being up here and then one down here and one over here. So I've removed this one, and now I'm taking each of these breakers and moving them up. Of course, this means that I'm going to have to redo my panel diagram box that tells you what breaker is what. But because each one is only moving up 2 spaces, it's going to be easy to keep track of where they are. Currently, I've routed all of my wiring. I've placed everything inside of its designated terminal on the breaker for each side. And now I am going to be taking my ground wires and connecting them to the ground bus, which is right here. I had to split the jacket so that the ground can route itself along with the rest of them, head down and around the panel, over to the ground bus. Last thing is staple this and manage that, but we're technically wired back up.
30 amp old water heater. Cap that off too.
Okay, so we have completed up the wiring of the panel. Everything's grounded, breakers are on, routed, the whole 9, even secured and stapled so that they can all be organized nice and neatly. Nevin plumbed up the tankless water heater. Currently, as you can see, all of our valves are closed. We've let the PVC glue set for over 2 hours. And now this is our first time we're gonna actually test the water lines as a whole. Now, when we turned these off and all the water flowed out, we introduced air into the system. So step 1 is to purge the air. So I'm gonna turn on our main water line. This is a big moment, guys.
It is.
This is a big moment. So I'm gonna turn on our main water line first, and then we're gonna go inside and see what it looks like as all that air purges out of the system. I think we missed it, but look at the color of the water right now.
Ooh, that's that boom boom water.
going to go back to the hot water heater, open up the valves, let water start flowing through, and then open up faucets in here. You know what? Let young Trep do the honors because this is his installation for the most part. He did all the piping and the gluing and the schematics and figuring out the routes and everything. So I'm gonna let him do the honors. How you feeling, boy? You feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. So we got yeet. This is filled. We gotta hit this one.
Yep. Ooh.
Okay. And now we finna hit this one. That knob.
Okay, so right now, our lines are pressurized.
They are dry.
And my boy said they dry and everything. All right, let's go inside. So we're gonna purge the air out. Let's do that. Let's see. I mean, not the there it is. Look at that. It's time to energize the hot water heater. I'm nervous, but it must be done. I'm trying to do them all at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
Oh boy.
Now let's go see, do we have power?
We have freaking something.
Yeah, we got something. 119 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, let's go turn on some water and try to get this boy to heat up. All right, point at my hand. All right, syncing cameras, you rolling, right?
Yes.
1, 2. All right, so Nevin's gonna stay by the water heater while I go turn on the water and try to engage the hot water to turn on. So we've split up and I'm turning on the hot water to the kitchen.
Oh.
And I'm gonna turn on the hot water to here.
119 Fahrenheit, boy. It cut on. Is water running?
So
Y'all don't already see what it do here. Let's see. Is it hot?
did anything happen?
Oh yeah.
What happened?
It's running.
Oh, it's running. Okay, well, let's go see. Let's go see if we got hot water coming soon. I mean, you gotta give it a sec, you know, like it still has to make its way.
Definitely.
But it's set to 119 degrees. It's not hot yet, it's still cold. Oh, it's hot. 119 degrees might be too high. What you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went tankless, JD. We went tankless. We went tankless.
The water's hot.
We did it.
And I didn't see any leaks.
No leaks.
We did this.
We did this.
We did it, bro. No leaks. The water's hot. We adjusted this to 115 currently. I don't want to push it past that until the glue has had more time to set up. But I'm satisfied. We got endless hot water. That is amazing. We not done yet though. We need to find out what's inside of one of those old behind tank heaters, right? Let's do it at the Bando.
Hey.